Senator Warnock.
Thank you very much, Chair Scott. I just want to reiterate some of the concerns raised by my colleague, Senator Van Hollen. Congress established bipartisan commissions to incorporate dissenting viewpoints and to moderate rulemakings, ensuring that final rules are durable, that they last from administration to administration. And this helps provide a level of regulatory certainty for the industry and for investors, since no one likes it when policies go back and forth between administrations. That's not helpful to anybody involved. Chair Atkins, welcome. And if the next president is a Democrat in this regard, I'm thinking through just the practical implications of the question. Are there specific rules that the SEC is working on that you hope will endure? Or do you intend for all of them to be immediately scrapped and rewritten after your term ends?
No, well, that's absolutely, we want to have things that endure, and especially now here on the crypto side, what we are doing and what we will be doing in the next couple of years, will set the pace for a generation. And so that's why I'm looking forward to a bill being enacted from Congress. I'll work with whomever the president appoints to be other commissioners at the SEC, and the one commissioner who just left, I've actually tasked her with doing, focusing on one aspect of our ALJ process and in general with rules there. So I can work with all sorts of people across the aisle.
Well, it's good to know that you support having a bipartisan commission. I don't want to put words in your mouth. That's fair?
Well, again, whomever the president, you all need to work with the president on that.
That you support having a bipartisan commission. I'm asking because we're in the midst of market structure legislation right now, and as we work through all of these ideas in a way that makes sense for the marketplace, that are durable, ways that are durable for the folks in that industry, I think you could get bipartisan support behind many of your ideas, but unfortunately, Democrats have been locked out of the process. Do you agree that incorporating dissenting viewpoints at the commissioner level would help moderate rulemakings and ensure that they last beyond this administration, making the SEC a better, more trusted, and consistent financial regulator?
Well, I hope that what we're working on can receive approbation from all sides, and we shouldn't have, the ping-ponging back and forth over the years.
Right.
But we've seen how you even have bipartisan commissions where, if somebody is hell-bent on doing something, as in the last administration, and overriding others, it doesn't necessarily endure. So, to your point, I think there's a benefit to having all sorts of viewpoints, but I'm happy to work with whomever the president
I hope that, the president's only been appointing Republican commissioners. And that's a real problem for the work that we are in the midst of right now, which is deeply consequential. And frankly, it's unhelpful for us to have this kind of partisan approach at the commissioner level. So this has implications for work that we're doing right now. This is not just some kind of political argument, and so this is why I'm pushing you on that question. I hope that you will advocate to the White House the importance of putting Democrats on the commission as an important part of actually moving not only market structure legislation, but a whole range of issues that need to be addressed moving them forward. It's been reported that the SEC has seen a staffing reduction of at least 15%, more than 600 employees, with key staff leaving the agency in legal affairs, investment management, and trading and market divisions. Now, I understand that robust staffing alone does not necessarily result in a fair and robust enforcement of security laws, but you do need capacity. Do you believe the SEC has adequate enforcement staffing and priorities to fully protect investors and our capital markets?
I think we do, Senator. And, the people who've left, that was before I arrived at the SEC, but they took voluntary retirements and buyouts. So, and by definition, they had been there a number of years. So what actually is really salutary about this is that it helps younger folks rise up in the ranks, and because there's always a brain drain of
But we've
younger
seen a
people.
reduction, not just a generational change. We've seen a huge reduction in the size of the workforce.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
We'll move on to Senator Britt.